mean, we haven't ever had a 1/18 scale RC go this fast. Scary fast. That is so crazy. Wow. Woo! Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the RC Sailors, and we're at our hill climb challenge area. We really like to put vehicles through this pace because it lets us know if it's capable of being fun or not. And most of the time, things that we feature on the channel can make it up the hill. Like this recently, maybe just a day or two ago, you guys saw this Evo Re, and man was it a blast. It was ramping super fast. We did a speed test challenge on it. But a lot of times, you know, we have a lot of viewers that watch our channel that don't want to drop $200 or $300 for a ground vehicle. So today, we wanted to share with you this little budget option, which reminds me very heavily of the Dramata series. It's same size. It is a 1/18 scale.
It says it's going to go 70 kilometers an hour.
I find that hard to believe.
No, it's not going to go that fast.
That's what it says. We'll see. 70 kilometers an hour is probably something like 40-ish miles an hour.
40 to 50, I think.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
There's no way.
That would be insane. The cool thing about this is that it comes in at a fraction of the cost of Dramata. I've already opened it to charge it. I want to show you guys the simple stuff that comes with it really quickly, and then we're just going to bash it and have some fun. We do have our instruction manual in here. Here we have everything was held in with zip ties. I had to cut. There's our transmitter, operates on 4 AA's. This was held in with zip ties. I cut it out, and then we'll just set this off to the side. We also had this little box of goodies. That does come with its own charger. This is a wall charger with a European plug on there. I had to get a little converter. These guys, I bought like 20 of them for $5. Pretty good deals. We'll try, if we can remember, we'll link those in the description box below. This converts your plug to US. And we have 2 other little things. Your charger plugs into this. It's just a Lipo Balancer. So when you have more than one cell, you got to balance those cells. And this is what does that for you. They also have nice hobby grade versions of this that we prefer to charge our batteries with. But I did charge it with the stock charger in this case. And then one little cool tool that came with it that I like is this little multi-sized wrench. It's really mainly used for your tires. So we want to snug up our tires. What size is that? It's the small end. So before we run this, I do want to snug those up. Downside, this is plastic, the little tool, but it gets the job done. So we're just going to snug these up. One time Abby and I were out with a new car and we lost a wheel. One of our favorite vehicles.
Several times we've done
that.
that.
Yeah, you're right. So okay, nice and snug, put our tools away. Let's take a look at the battery really fast under the hood. Show you guys everything under this little canopy. And there you go. I was wrong, that's a brushed motor. So for 70 kilometers an hour for a brushed motor, I don't think that's right. The good thing here is this does come with a Dean's connector. I did say it's a LiPo. There's a little LiPo plug. Whenever you have this little guy, 2 little wires dangling off your battery, most likely you have a LiPo. I mean, you could have another kind of battery, but generally 90% of the time that's a LiPo. So, and here's a quick little lesson. You have 3 wires. That means you have a 2-cell battery. You don't even have to look at the voltage to figure out what, how many cells you have. If you have 4 wires, you have a 3-cell battery. One of those is a ground. So however many wires you have, subtract 1, that's how many cells you have. So if it had 6 wires, it'd be a 5-cell battery. So this is a Lipo 7.4 volt, 1400 milliamp battery. How do I know? It says it right there. And there you go. Little ESC.
On-off switch.
Here's our steering servo.
Motor.
Do we have a servo saver on there? Yes, we do. A little bit of one. Just a little bit. I think that looks like one. If it is, it's a cheap one. And we have independent shocks. They do feel like they're oil filled. They're oil filled, kind of leaking a little bit, but there's some oil in there. That probably won't last long. I think that this will be a fun little car. Like I said, around $50, $60. It is 4-wheel drive. So without further ado, let's just plug everything in, have a little fun with this. Quick shot of the transmitter, just so you can see. Feels good, good size, 4 AA's. There's our on-off button on the side.
Neat.
And all the trimming functions are buttons, not knobs up here. I generally prefer to have an analog knob rather than a digital button. The reason for that is I can get a better feel. Like if you're trying to trim your throttle, don't you agree that it's nice to just kind of twist that knob and feel
I
where
agree.
it's at. The digital, you're gonna press until you're where you want to be. It works, just not as good. By the way, guys, this is WLtoys. They're usually pretty good, so I am pretty happy to have this. It's powered on. I'm gonna let Abby do the braking and bashing of this, but I have to know, can it go 70 kilometers an hour? This is a pretty good little road for us to get an idea of the speed on. I'm going to tell you right now, no, it can't. Now, we're not doing an official speed test, but if it's super fast, I'll get the GPS out and we'll do it. Does need trim. It is fast. Wow, there's no brakes, so when you hit reverse, it just goes reverse. Okay, I'm a little impressed by the speed, so I'm going to get the GPS out. Is
the GPS charged?
It was the last time we had it out. Let me go grab it. Okay, currently 0 kilometers an hour. Let's move it around a little bit. There's 5 kilometers an hour. Okay, let's tuck this under here. That'll do it.
Oh my gosh,
it's got a big lump there, but it'll give us an idea. So,
alright, start it down there.
Yeah.
Here, let's go on this side of the road.
Okay, there we go. You know what? Let's go up the hill so I can get a better view. Let's climb the hill a little bit. There we go. I can't even control it.
Oh no! Nathan, this is why I drive! Well, that's dead. It's dead. So, yeah, I almost in the ditch! Oh no! Nathan, this is why I drive! Well, that's dead. It says waterproof, but that's bad. I doubt this will, I mean, it's probably still gonna work, but probably not tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Oh, the GPS! Oh, you killed the GPS! No.
I got 36.
I thought you said it was off. 36 kilometers?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was off. It turned back on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ruined.
Yeah.
We've never waterlogged that. Here, let me show them.
It's barely
36.
showing up. 36. Let's put it this way. It's too
Is that
fast.
a 3 or yeah, that's a 3.
Too fast to control.
Yeah.
That was bad. Car still works.
My turn.
Completely drenched it. Here, let's
Yeah, we'll see if it works tomorrow.
unplug that.
Oh geez.
That's okay. That's okay. It's still displaying.
Let it dry out.
Yeah. Still filming?
I'm all about driving in puddles, Nathan.
Yeah. Here comes the car. You'll see what I mean. It's way too hard to control. Way too hard. I know. Well, this little thing will boogie. That is for sure. Okay. I don't know what's going on here with this thing. It doesn't make sense to me how it's so fast and so powerful. I'm guessing we're gonna have like a 20-second run time on it.
That's doing awesome in grass.
Yeah, it's definitely not 70 kilometers an hour. I don't know. Man, this thing is crazy. It just goes too fast. Yep. That's why it like spun in a circle when I did that. You gotta trim it up again. So if you think you're supposed to go to the right, there.
This one?
Yeah. Too much, probably. Wrong way, wrong way. Couple more. There you go. Wrong way again?
No, it's still going to the right.
Huh.
Is that as far over as it?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Oh, I hit a rock.
little tiny pebble. It likes the water. See? Wow. That was like 20 rolls.
Hey, it didn't go in the water.
No. Impossible to control, guys. I don't know that this is one that I want to recommend because when you...
if on turf it would like stick
Turf.
to it. Like on track.
That's rubber.
Well, it's...
Turf is football grass.
Well, on a rubber track then.
There you go. But what I was saying, I don't know if I'd want to recommend this, guys, because when you squeeze that trigger, which is the natural thing to do with an RC vehicle, you want to squeeze that trigger.
Yoo-hoo!
Wow, that was
know.
pretty awesome.
That seems pretty fun to me, Nathan.
When you squeeze that trigger and your natural reaction is to go full throttle, you want to be able to control the vehicle, in my opinion. You have absolutely no control at like half throttle to full throttle.
It's still not trimmed.
No, and we keep having to re-trim this over and over. I mean, that's neat, but how many times do you just want to do disco burnouts?
The entire battery life always.
Okay, well there you go. See, I've always been more of a, at least slightly scale type of person when it comes to ground vehicles especially, and airplanes. That doesn't mean I don't like something that looks like a spaceship or...
I mean, you don't have to drive it full throttle and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Watch it taking on this little hill. Like a boss.
Yeah, it's doing good. I just, you know, the digital trimming plus the insane ability to control it, or lack of ability to control it. I'm not hating on it. I'm just looking for some pros and cons. Pros and cons.
Ready?
Go for it. All right, let's do that in slow motion. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was about to
Okay, can you
go a little faster.
can you at least agree with me on this? Every time you go full throttle, you're guaranteed to crash.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
Whoa,
Now it's way off just from that little crash. Now maybe I'm being a little spoiled here because we just got done driving a $200 or $300 truck. Is very nice. And believe me, I'm not comparing the two of these. I'm not even close. But you know, maybe just the fact that the other one didn't have problems and this one does have some simple little problems that are really restricting it. There's a car, Abby. You know, that is what I'm comparing. The fact that every time you go full throttle and it crashes and then you have to trim it up, well, that's an annoyance to me. That takes a lot of the fun out of it. See, we have had vehicles in this price point where you don't have to do what Abby just did right there. She's constantly having to pick this up and fix it. WLtoys had a green and black four-wheel drive truck with lights on it that was more of a crawler style vehicle, whereas this is more of something, really you'd want to be driving this like on an RC track or out in the road like we are now. But that other WLtoys, that was awful. Yeah, it just ripped it right in there. That other WLtoys truck was amazing, and I think it was worth every single penny. But this one, you know, this one has some problems. I don't know, I think Abby's loving it. You like the speed, don't you?
Yeah, for such a little guy, it's hilarious.
Well, I mean, we haven't ever had a 1/18 scale RC go this fast.
Whoa!
scary fast.
I like it.
Yeah, okay. We have different opinions, guys. That's the thing about us.
Look at
That was pretty cool. Ah! I mean, I can tell you're having fun with this, but when I'm controlling a truck or something, oh my goodness. Okay, let's go to that. Let's do that. Man, that's
got up on
crazy.
its side and moved it.
Yeah. Look at that. That is so crazy. Wow. Woo! Good job, little car. Okay, all right. I don't know. I guess I enjoy watching you drive this more than I like driving it.
I like driving it.
I think that's a good
there's a rock
trade-off.
in it.
Yeah, sounds like a rock. Oh! Well, we've proven that it is completely waterproof. It's pretty durable because we're hitting stuff really hard with it. It's insanely fast. I mean, just it's too fast.
It doesn't like to land on its feet, that's for sure.
No. If you get this, you're going to have some fun with it, but you're also going to do a lot of what we're doing right now, which is a realistic expectation. Chase it down, flip it over, go do it again.
Most of the time I would recommend something like this for kids, but I think the speed alone makes it not good for
kids should not drive this.
Under a certain age.
Kid's gonna either break it or hurt somebody really quickly with this. Or break other things.
I mean, if you can teach them, don't go past the throttle.
No, there's other vehicles.
It's pretty hard to do.
Yeah. Oh, Abby. I've never been afraid of such a small vehicle. Have you?
No.
It's scary coming at you. It's scary. Oh, okay. Back on the road. Oh, so close to the water. And you know, the runtime's better than I expected for how fast it is. Maybe that's because we're doing a lot of chasing and flipping. Oh geez, look at that fishtailing.
Yeah, why not drive it straight at us? Because that's what's fun.
It is scary. Yeah, when you can get a successful speed run full throttle like that, it's exciting. Yeah, I get pumped up for it. I'm like, wow, that is cool. But it's like 1 out of every 10 drive-bys you get a successful one. Pros and cons. Nothing's perfect, is it? Did you trim the wrong way?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's kind of backwards. The buttons.
Definitely need to label it when you figure it out. So I keep forgetting.
Still needs trimmed. For everybody watching, this is just a tiny little dot. There you go.
Woo!
That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I think we can pretty easily wrap this one up and just say that, first of all, I don't think this is for kids. You know, the RC hobby, a lot of things are for kids, but this one is not. I feel like it's a little too fast, a little too powerful, a little too dangerous. A rock's somewhere in there. And you're gonna do a lot of what Abby's doing right there. You're gonna tinker with it to get the rocks out. You're gonna be chasing it down to flip it over. If you're okay with that, I think she found the rock. If you're okay with that, then this might be for you. It's like 55 or so bucks. And of course, we'll have it linked in the description box below so you guys can check it out. But for me, I'm not one to want to pull a trigger on this. I'd rather have what we drove just the other day. It's a lot more fun. That doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money to enjoy the hobby. We have other budget options on the channel, and we have a lot more coming. There's a lot of cool things that we're excited to show you guys. So if you're new to the channel, by all means, you should subscribe. We're going to save you some money, point out some good RC stuff that you should definitely pick up for you and your family and friends in the near future. Christmas is coming up right around the corner. For those of you that have been subscribed to our channel, thanks so much for watching. Please give us a like for saving you some money, pointing out the good and the bad as honestly as we possibly can so we can keep the content rolling to you. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video. There it is.